Mother!
What is it?
No.
Mr. Crowder?
It's all right, Alice. I'll do it.
Dear Madam, I very much regret to have to tell you that your son was killed in action on October 30th during an attack on a strong German position. I know how weak any words of sympathy must sound at a time like this, but we too feel the loss, and in some slight manner can share your sorrow. With very deep sympathy, yours sincerely, B.C.J. Besh, 1st Artists Rifles.
The worst had happened. The thing we'd dreaded all those months. My little brother was never coming back. We had no idea how to continue with our lives. We felt as if the whole village was avoiding us, talking about us when we passed. They didn't know what to say to us. I realised this was what had happened to Lucy, what had been happening to every family who'd lost someone. Father became like a ghost. We'd only occasionally see him. He took to wandering the house, never speaking to us. Mother became fixated on discovering exactly what had happened to Robert. She began writing letters to the War Office, trying to find out where Robert had been buried and any details about his death. And me? All I could do was try to carry on as best as I could. I felt abandoned in a way, with Father being so absent, Mother obsessed with her letters, and William being posted to the front.
A letter from the War Office that they've written back to me.
Written back? What have you written to them for, Mother?
Grace, I'm trying to find out what happened to Robert.
What do the details matter?
I haven't been able to sleep for wondering. I just need to know what actually happened.
Oh, Mother, I understand. Maybe if we knew it would help.
Help? What will it help? It won't bring him back, will it? It won't end the war or get William home, will it? You're just making it worse.
Worse? How exactly can it be any worse?
He's dead. And dead is dead. It doesn't matter how it happened.
Father, how can you say that?
Because it had to be said. All she's doing is writing letters. He's dead and gone. And no letters are going to change that. We can't keep going over and over it.
He's just upset.
Upset? We're all upset.
Grace, we're all grieving in our own different ways. And mine is just trying to find out what happened to Robert.
Very well, Mother. What does the letter say?
Not a great deal, I'm afraid. No more information. But I do have some more names. So, I'll write some more letters this afternoon. See what comes back. Lieutenant Besh is very apologetic. He can't give any more information.
Besh? Wasn't he the one that wrote to say Robert had been lost?
Yes. Contacting him seemed the best place to start. He said he's been making inquiries, but he hasn't been able to locate anybody who was with Robert at the time. And he can't give an exact burial site. Just that it was a common grave.
Bob.
I'll write some more letters. I have more names. But I do understand, Grace, if you don't want to know the detail.
Well, no, you tell me. When you find out, I do want to know.
When all of a sudden the letters stopped coming from William, the mood in the house was dust and ashes. After losing Robert, I don't think any of us had any hope left inside us. I wanted to protect the family in any way that I could.
Alice, have we had any post yet this morning?
Not yet, Miss Crowder, but I expect the post lady is on her way through the village now.
Yes. Yes, I expect she is.
Morning, Miss Crowder.
Good morning. Any post for us today?
Was there any post today, Alice?
I don't think so, Mrs. Crowder.
Not to worry. Well, I'll let you get on.
Miss Crowder?
Alice.
If you wanted me to light the fire, Miss Crowder, you only had to ask. Although I would say it's rather warm for a fire today.
Yes, I was feeling a little cold, actually.
It's not my place to say, but if I may, your parents need to know. Keeping this from them, it won't help, you know.
Alice, I was just a little cold. That was all. I was going to tell them. I know.
I know you were. Let's go together.
Yes.
I don't know what I was thinking that day. Thank goodness for Alice, or I might well have burnt that telegram right there and then. Mother and Father were devastated, of course. But Alice was right. They needed to know so that we could face this together, as a family. I never tried to hide anything from them again. I now had a task to undertake for which I had little relish. Breaking the news to poor Violet that William was missing in action.
Sorry, Grace. That took longer than I'd expected. I didn't mean to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I understand you must be very busy here. I hope you weren't having to deal with anything unpleasant.
Oh, I'm used to it. Has something happened? come on, Grace, what is it?
It's about William.
Oh, thank goodness, have you had a letter from him?
Not exactly. Well, he's been declared missing in action. I know that you are close to my brother, and I thought you should know. I didn't mean to upset you at work, only I wanted to tell you in person, you see.
Missing. Missing doesn't mean he's...
No, of course not.
And we hear stories all the time of soldiers who are declared missing in action, and they are often found alive and well. More than often. All the time, in fact. So you shouldn't worry yourself, and I shouldn't worry. William is strong and resourceful.
That's what I've been telling myself.
And you should go on telling yourself that until we hear otherwise.
Pearson?
Yes, Milson, I'm coming. I'm sorry, Grace, I've really got to go.
Slow, painful weeks went by. Each day we waited tentatively for news of William, and each day nothing came. Father slipped deeper into his darkness, and Mother filled her time writing letters to everyone she could think of to try to find out what had happened to Robert.
And you say they've replied to her?
Yes. Mother's kicked up such a fuss with her letters. She's got half the army running around to find her information, it seems.
And what have they said?
They said that Bob has been buried in a common grave, alongside his comrades in the unit. Mother kept writing, though. She's since received a reply from the director of graves, giving her a location of between Pol Capel and Ypres.
Oh, Grace.
It's taken 6 months of trying to get this far. Not that she's stopping. She's determined to find out every detail of what happened to him.
Is that a good idea? I mean, knowing where he's buried, well, it might help, but to know... I don't know, if it were me, I don't think I could bear to find out what had happened.
As Mother keeps telling me, we all deal with our grief in different ways. I don't know if I could bear to hear whatever Mother finds, but she's determined. I wonder if it's the knowledge she's after, or trying to find out gives her something to do.
Well, I hope she discovers what she needs to and it helps. And William?
Nothing. No news at all.